Good day, my friends. You know, many people look at me today and say, Jack, you are so lucky. You are a billionaire. You must have had connections. You must have had special knowledge. You must have been born in the right family. And I laugh because when I look back at my life, none of those things are true. I was not born rich. I was not born with connections. And let me tell you something. When I was young, I was not even a smart student. I failed many exams. In primary school, I failed twice. In middle school, I failed 3 times. In university entrance exams, I failed 2 times. Even after that, I applied for Harvard University 10 times. And guess what? 10 times they rejected me. After university, I applied for jobs. I applied for 30 jobs, and I was rejected by all of them. Even KFC came to my city, and they hired 24 out of 25 people who applied. I was the only one rejected. Even the police rejected me. I began to think, maybe I am really not meant to succeed. But today I stand here and tell you this. If I, Jack Ma, could become successful, then anyone can. Yes, even you. Many people fail before they even start. Why? Because they don't believe they can succeed. They tell themselves, this is impossible. But let me ask you, what is impossible? The airplane was impossible before someone made it. The internet was impossible before someone invented it. E-commerce was impossible before Alibaba was created. The difference between a winner and a loser is simple. The winner tries. The loser gives up before they even start. I always say, today's hard, tomorrow will be harder, but the day after tomorrow will be beautiful. Most people die tomorrow evening. When you believe something is impossible, you stop yourself from even trying. But when you believe that something is possible, even if you don't know how to do it yet, your mind starts looking for solutions. That is why I always tell young people, do not be afraid to dream big. Many people will laugh at you. Many people will doubt you. But if you do not believe in yourself, how can anyone else believe in you? Do you know why people fail? It is not because they lack money, education, or intelligence. It is because they lack belief. I have met many brilliant people who are still poor because they never took the first step. They waited for the right time. But let me tell you something. There is never a perfect time. The right time is always now. When I was young, my English was terrible, but I wanted to learn. So, I found a way. Every morning, I would ride my bicycle for 40 minutes to a hotel where foreigners stayed, and I would talk to them for free just to practice my English. Why am I telling you this? Because learning is key to success. The world is changing so fast, and if you do not learn, you will be left behind. You don't need to be the smartest, but you must always be improving. If you're poor, don't just blame society. Don't blame your parents. Don't blame your country. Blame yourself if you are not willing to learn. Every day ask yourself, what new thing have I learned today? If you are improving every day, in 1 year, you will be a different person. In 5 years, you will be unrecognizable. We are living in the greatest era of human history. The internet has made knowledge accessible to everyone. If you want to learn something, you don't need to go to an expensive university. You can go online and find information for free. But the question is, are you using this opportunity, or are you wasting time? Many people complain that they have no opportunities. But when I ask them, what skills have you learned this year? They have no answer. If you are not learning, you are falling behind. If you want to change your future, start by changing what you do today. Many people ask me, Jack, how did you come up with Alibaba? The answer is simple. I saw a problem. And when you see a problem, you have 2 choices. You can complain about it, or you can solve it. I chose to solve it. In the 1990s, I went to America for the first time. It was my first time experiencing the internet, and I was amazed. Out of curiosity, I searched for the word beer. I found American beer, German beer, and Japanese beer. But I found no Chinese beer. That moment changed my life because I realized something. China had millions of businesses, but they had no way to connect with the world through the internet. That was a huge problem, but it was also a huge opportunity. I knew that if I could help businesses reach customers online, I could create something valuable. That is how Alibaba was born. Do you know what this means? It means that every time you see a problem, you have just discovered an opportunity. Many people see problems and complain, oh, life is so difficult, the economy is bad, there are no jobs, but let me tell you the truth. When things are hard, opportunities are everywhere. The people who get rich are not the ones who complain. They are the ones who solve problems. Think about it. The world's biggest companies today were created because of problems. Uber was created because people had difficulty finding taxis. Airbnb was created because hotels were too expensive. Amazon was created because people wanted a more convenient way to shop. Every successful business you see today started by solving a problem. So if you want to be successful, stop running away from problems. Instead, embrace them. Problems are not obstacles. They are the seeds of opportunity. The bigger the problem, the greater the opportunity to change your life and the world. Do you know why most people fail? Because they are afraid to fail. They let fear control them. And instead of trying, they make excuses. What if I lose money? What if people laugh at me? What if I am not good enough? My friends, these questions kill more dreams than failure ever will. When I started Alibaba, I had no money. I had no connections. I had no experience in technology. But I had a dream. I told my team, let's try. If we fail, at least we learn something. And we failed many times. We launched products that nobody used. We faced rejection from investors. We almost went bankrupt. But every time we failed, we got back up and tried again. Failure was not the end, it was our teacher. Let me tell you something funny. When I first introduced Alibaba to the Chinese people, nobody believed it would work. Even my friends laughed at me. They said, Jack, you are crazy. This will never succeed. One person even told me, you should get a stable job instead of chasing dreams. But I did not listen. Why? Because I knew that the future belongs to those who do what others think is impossible. I was not afraid of people's opinions. I was afraid of regret that I never tried. Today, Alibaba is one of the biggest companies in the world. But it did not happen overnight. It happened because we refused to give up. Every failure we faced gave us a lesson, and every lesson brought us closer to success. If you're afraid to fail, you will never try anything new. If you never try, you will never succeed. Success and failure are like two sides of the same coin. You cannot have one without the other. The more you fail, the more you learn. The more you learn, the closer you get to success. So my friends, do not fear failure, fear not trying at all. Many people think that to be rich, you must take from others. No, to be rich, you must help others. True wealth does not come from greed or selfishness. It comes from adding value to people's lives. The more people you help, the more successful you will become. If you look at the richest people in the world, Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, Elon Musk, they are not rich because they took from others. They are rich because they solved big problems for many people. Gates made computers accessible, Buffett made smart investments, and Musk revolutionized transportation and energy. They found ways to make people's lives better. That is the real secret of wealth. Success is like planting a tree. If you plant one tree, you will get shade and fruit for yourself. If you plant 1,000 trees, you create a forest that benefits everyone. If you help 100 people, you will be successful. If you help 1,000,000 people, you will be rich. If you help 1 billion people, you will change the world. That is why Alibaba was successful. We did not try to make ourselves rich. We tried to help small businesses succeed. We built a platform that made it easier for small entrepreneurs to reach customers all over the world. When they succeeded, we succeeded. Their growth fueled our growth. The lesson here is simple. If you focus on solving problems and lifting others, wealth and success will naturally follow. So don't ask, how can I get rich? Instead ask, how can I help others? Because the more you give, the more you will receive. My friends, if you think that being rich is impossible, I want you to remember my story. I was not born special. I had no money. I had no connections. I had no education from a famous university. But I had a dream. I had determination. I had the courage to fail. I believed that if I kept pushing forward, kept learning, and kept trying, eventually I would find a way to succeed. And because of that, today I stand here telling you that you can do it too. Do not let anyone tell you that you cannot succeed. The only person who can stop you is you. success is not about luck. It is about attitude. It is about perseverance. It is about waking up every morning with the mindset that today is an opportunity to grow, to learn, and to take another step toward your goals. People often give up because they face obstacles, but let me tell you this. Obstacles are not stop signs. They are guidelines. Every failure is a lesson. Every rejection is redirection. I was rejected from dozens of jobs, but I refused to let those rejections define me. Instead, I saw them as stepping stones, pushing me toward my true purpose. Success does not happen overnight. It takes years of hard work, sleepless nights, and endless setbacks. But if you keep going one day, you will look back and realize that every struggle was worth it. So go out there. Chase your dreams with passion. Work hard even when no one is watching. Fail, but never fail to learn. Try again and again until success becomes inevitable. And never, ever give up, because the only real failure is quitting. Thank you.